Hello, warriors. I'm sure all of you must have heard the term bamboo spine either from your rheumatologist or from various articles on the net. In fact, the term bamboo spine has become synonymous with ankylosing spondylitis. Today, let us understand what bamboo spine is all about and how to avoid reaching the stage of bamboo spine with ankylosing spondylitis. Let us have a look. Ankylosing spondylitis is a type of arthritis. Our own immune system starts thinking that the joints are foreign, starts attacking the joints. The immune cells produce chemicals called as cytokines, and these cytokines cause swelling or inflammation in the joints. In ankylosing spondylitis, it causes inflammation in the sacroiliac joints, joints of the vertebrae, and joints where the ribs meet the vertebrae. At times, they can also cause inflammation in the other joints like the knees, ankle, but the main attack is on the vertebrae and the sacroiliac joints. Initially, there is only inflammation, swelling, causing pain. Over a period of time, it also leads to deposition of calcium in the ligaments and the fibers that hold the vertebrae together, thus causing calcification and restriction of movements. How does this cause bamboo spine? Let us understand with a matchbox model.
A spine looks like. As you can see, these are the vertebrae, the bony structures, and in between the vertebrae, the white structures that you can see are the discs called as intervertebral disc. This is a matchbox model to explain the same. These matchboxes are the bony vertebrae, and in between there is this empty space which is the intervertebral disc, as we also saw. These matchboxes are kept in place with the help of these threads. These are the vertebral ligaments that keep the vertebrae in place. What is seen on an X-ray is anything that contains calcium. These vertebrae, these are bones, they contain calcium, so they are seen as these blocks on X-ray. The intervening space, the intervertebral disc, and these ligaments do not contain any calcium, so they are not seen on the X-ray. So a normal spine, and this is what would be seen on an X-ray. What happens in ankylosing spondylitis is extra calcium gets deposited on these threads or the vertebral ligaments. So, in ankylosing spondylitis, what would be seen on an X-ray are these vertebrae as well as these ligaments that have become calcified. So, this is what would be seen on the X-ray: the vertebra, clear space in between, and the ligament with the calcium deposited in it on its side. As we see the X-ray, this is the normal X-ray, the bony vertebrae that are clearly seen, and there is empty space between the vertebrae, something that we just saw, vertebra and a clear space in between the two vertebrae. What happens in ankylosing spondylitis? A vertebra, there is a clear space in between, but you can see this ligament that is calcified on its side. As you can see here, vertebra, clear space in between, but these bony bridges on the side, these are the calcified ligaments. The same X-ray in a different view, the side view. A normal side view X-ray would show the vertebrae and clear space in between the vertebrae. As you can see in this vertebrae, as you can see, and the clear space in between the two. There is no calcium in between. In ankylosing spondylitis, what happens is the vertebrae are clearly seen, and you can see this calcium all along. This fiber, this ligament that is there in the front part supporting these vertebrae has become calcified. You can see it here. So this structure in ankylosing spondylitis, which has a lot of calcium deposited in the ligaments, as you can see here, the vertebrae and the ligaments that are calcified here looks like a bamboo, hence this is called as bamboo spine.
I'm sure all of you must have understood what bamboo spine is all about. The next most important question is How to avoid reaching the stage of bamboo spine? Two most important things in this. One, good control of inflammation of ankylosing spondylitis. Do see a rheumatologist. Start with the medications advice, be it NSAIDs, DMARDs or biologics to control the inflammation. Second most important thing, regular exercises. Exercising on a regular basis will reduce the chances of bamboo spine and maintain flexibility of the spine. We have already discussed the other tips, particularly the day-to-day tips and tricks to avoid reaching the stage of bamboo spine in our previous video. I am posting the link of that video here. Do have a look at that video as well. Thank you very much, warriors, for joining me for this episode of Stand for AS video. Let us meet next week.